But here's the current situation on a ES on 30 seconds time frame. We're seeing the extension. The pre-market is definitely decided to go higher. And then we're seeing range. We came back. We found a support, and this is the same support on the imbalance zone over here. So we spring up higher and made even stronger extension. This is the market demonstrating that there's enough decisions to go higher. Now, this extension, because it was extended candle, really long candle, went through the 48. 48 is not too much value on a passive side of it. Now, then we went down, then short candles, and then long candles. We found the support exactly about the same spot on the imbalance, on a footprint imbalance right over here. Then the long candles, which are really dangerous because you don't know where it's going to go after it. And then we're seeing the short candles over here. We are finding a secondary support because that was a primary support. Now we're looking for secondary support before we're going to departure higher. Now, looks like those short candles, that was a fight from the upper side, and we extended lower. Now we extended lower again. So we need to breathe out the sellers, shake the sellers off the charts in this situation. And that's what's going on. Now let's decode this green bubble. So somebody were on the market side of that, aggressive side of it, was buying. So there's aggressive buyers, but there were sellers sitting on the passive side of that sold them. And that's the creation of this green bubble. Now, so there's sellers. We need to keep watch if there's some sellers sitting right there. And it was only 24, but this is the delta, right? So that's about the same amount of the sellers sitting right now, right over here. So we can see if there's icebergs by looking at the level 2, at the stacking. And this is stacking, this is stacking, this is stacking. We need to see the movement where this stacking is actually going lower or going higher. So let's see, looks like there's some other people fighting to push this chart lower. And what is my guess? My guess, we're probably going to cover this extension, this imbalance zones. So when we may go through this imbalance zone, stocked imbalance. This is a stocked imbalance. And we may go and land somewhere in this area. So this is the range, right? So we need to look if there's a strong level 2 sitting here. If the price found more energy to go higher, we're going to see it in the short candles. So this is the short candles. This is the short candles over here. Short candles right now. Right over here. Let's take a look at this situation over here. So, and we went lower. Let's take a look. We need to, it's hard to make a decision right now. I don't recommend to go in any direction, to go higher or lower in any direction, to enter into the long. It's too early because we're seeing the red candles and we're seeing the pulling and stacking. You see, this is the red. The delta 1 is red. Delta 2 over here is red, and almost like a 0 over here, but then we start seeing the green on delta 2. This is the delta 2 green. That was a high green relatively on the delta 2. So let's see if there's some people on a level 2 decide to support going higher, then that will be a good sign for us. So the short candles is welcome because the short candles demonstrate the fight. The more short candles we're going to encounter here, the better it is for us. So the long candles, we're going lower. Okay, so it looks like uh, the sellers, aggressive sellers, are winning right now. So they try to sell and they found the support. This is the support from the level two. Okay, 21. And there's somebody is over here is left to buy it on that price. So let's see. Let's see the thickness of the dome. What's going on? There's a chance that we can swing down. Yeah, there's a chance right now. So we can actually go both directions. This is a really a point of indecision for the market. We can go in both directions right now. At the same time, there's a dangerous cluster on the level two sitting right here. It's about 63, 45. So it's about 100 orders right over here on these two levels. And the price is get one tick in front of it. And it wasn't strong enough to go and pierce it, this liquidity. So this liquidity is waiting. It's time to being collected, but that's what exactly we're doing right now. We are accumulating more strength on a way to go higher. We'll see if we get enough impulsive, compulsive buyers to go and collect this liquidity at the very top. So right now, I decide not to put my limit sale order right over here because what? Yeah, it is 100, about 100 volume and 100, but we already have a one touch. So according to my rules, it's a little bit dangerous. So right now, yeah, the prices looks like is more likely to go and um, land or seek support somewhere lower than this range. Okay. So this is really strong filtered imbalance, this orange line. And I don't see anybody sitting right there. This line belongs to the candle, to the footprint, not to the heat map. Okay, we'll see. Because there's some volume in this very range. There's a lot of buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, and the last one is right over here. So we'll see if we're gonna land on this imbalance zones. And there's some level two people already sitting there, like 35 in the volume, and on the right side, what's going on the right side? Yeah, that's about the same. So 36, 34, and it starts growing thicker on the way down. So we may stock, if the price will go lower, then we may stock somewhere in this area and get a reaction. So this is my evaluation of the situation right now. And I have to build my narration or my bias, because the building your bias to talk to yourself and make a sense out of that, that's primary goal. Even if at the beginning, um, you're not sure if that is correct or not, if this is accurate representation of what you're seeing on the chart and you reading it correctly. So far, right now, there's a struggle going on for the sellers to go down. They're being absorbed. You see the sellers being absorbed. I mean, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bubbles out there, and the total volume is I don't know, about 50. So the 50 being absorbed, we're seeing the reaction, and there's a chance for us that the sellers kind of like exhausted on the way here. So if they exhausted on the way down and being absorbed by the level two, that means these people on the level two are ready to support the price. They found it's advantageous to buy it from over here. We'll see if this local situation will hold it or not. So right now, price is seeking support. What's going to happen over here? And we're interested as well. Quite interesting situation. Now, notice Notice this is the POC in pink on the same level, right? So there's a somebody is actively protecting that particular level. Okay, we went through. Here we go. So that means we're gonna go even lower. And let's see that area that I'm feeling that we're gonna get some reaction. We can get reaction earlier, right? Because this is the single imbalance zone like this one. This is a single imbalance zone. And we may get reaction from over here even. But it's not really too much though, if I can see it. What it is 27. 27 is not like large number, but that was a single imbalance. We have 40 right over here. So we'll see if this 40 and this 27 will become obstacle for the price to swing lower, and we will stack somewhere in this area. Because right now, what I see on a level 2, there's some orders starting to show up, like this 49.25. So this 49 is actually good. So we'll see what's going to happen. So right now, the candles kind of like, it's not a short candles. It's not a short candles. Let me move this chart a little bit more to the right side. Properties and 900 is too much. I'm gonna like what? I'm gonna like do like 600 only pixels to the right, apply. Okay, now we have the space. And the reason why I do it because I want to see the M and Q. I want to show you the what is going on the charts on the M and Q. It is quite interesting. Okay, this is the M and Q, right? And so we sometimes it's advantageous to see at the same time how the NQ or M and Q is doing. And you see these long candles, it's not really good. It's not really good when we see like weak and we have this large movement going up and down, going up and down. That means the price is not settled yet for what it decide to do. And that's about the situation. So the price is not really decisive yet. We can move both directions. So right now it's not a good idea. I call this kind of like a movement as a gooseneck. So that's my nickname for this type of movement. So this type of movement. So we may produce some kind of reversal structure over here, but it takes us longer time. The longer time, maybe it's gonna produce a stronger, higher movement to go high. But so far, I don't see the short candles over here. And looks like it's gonna take us a time to build a reversal. So this is the ES, and you can see more signs of reversal on the MNQ or NQ, much clearer than right over here. Okay, you practically need to take a look right this way to make it larger. But look how clear it is on the MNQ. Look how clear you can make a kind of a conclusion out of this chart. It's really like much faster. So while I am trading on ES, I'm taking a look at the MNQ, and I can do some trades on MNQ as well. So, but the point is, you trade what is much clearer for you to make analysis and make a conclusion. So that was a really a lot of the on a level 2 efforts right here. This is delta 2. Delta 2 right in this candle. So that's why we swing. This is the weak. This is the tail of this candle. And We'll see how this situation gonna end up. Will we rotate? Because right now it's kind of the rotation, kind of rotation. So we will release the energy. This range will release the energy. What direction? It's very questionable right now. Really questionable. The market is not decisive yet. Okay, but we're seeing some level two sit present over here for a long time, and that's about the spot for the price. This is the level for the price. So the aggressives were buying right over here. That means somebody sold 76 right over here. So this is the positive delta on the aggressive side. But to be positive 76, somebody on a level two sold it to them. We'll see. So this is a green imbalance zone. This is the filtered imbalance zone, which I found quite strong. Now, with this filtered imbalance zone, we printing a selling imbalance right over here. That's a peculiar because what was over here, if that was an iceberg, that can be absorption or iceberg right over here. We'll see what the price is going to go about it. We'll see if the price is going to found a support above, and the market will continue release the efforts toward the upper side and able to move it or not. We'll see. It's too early to say at the moment. Very early because we are in a very narrow sidewalk. We're ready to release the energy, and if you want to buy, you can buy with a limit order or like a buy when the price reach this particular, price level, or you can sell it if the price is going to go lower than over here. This kind of like a price level. There's some buyers sitting here, 32, 28, or right here. We'll see. This situation is accumulation. So we're going to release the energy. We'll see what direction this energy going to be released because we still not carried yet this extension. We're not yet carried it. And there's like interesting 48 and 22 sitting right here. This is the filtered imbalance, which during the New York time, I found it's really, even not the New York time, but the other sessions, it works pretty well. So this filtered imbalance, this is our best order flow footprint settings, easy to make this particular imbalance, single imbalance. Basically, it works like a strong cluster. And we can see the strong cluster. And this is the imbalance zone. It is stocked imbalance. And it is what, 3 or 4 levels, like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4 levels calculation if the price move a certain direction and there's a nobody resisted and the green people were like really on aggressive side, really putting the efforts and nobody resisted them on the selling side. Like I see some small bubble, red bubble, a very teeny bitty. So so there was like no resistance. So and the price just swing up. That's how this imbalance created because there's a ratio 210% to calculate this stock imbalance. Okay, so the price is attracted to go back. Why is that? There is a one reason. I mean, the reason why you're listening to me because you're gonna hear something right now that it's quite not unusual when the price is coming back to the extensions like this. Some people call it fair value gap. Because of the some psycho ICT is named it, but practically it is taking from the observing the volumes and what's going on inside of the bid and ask. Now, why is the prices coming back? And prices usually, and this is the quite often pattern, the price. There's a few reasons. There's a four reasons why price coming back. And when you see the range like this, and then there's the extended candle, long candle, or the impulse, some people call it, the price quite often usually comes back. Like, let's say this is the extension, right? A long candle, very long candle. This is a long candle. And what happening, the price actually came back to it. Okay. So usually price goes extend, and then it covers this extension coming back to the beginning of that, or at least into 30%. Uh, uh, so there are four reasons why. One of the reasons is because market maker don't want to be in negative zone. When the market maker, let's say if market maker wasn't really lucky supplying all of these buying opportunities on a aggressive side, and they were have to provide liquidity. So they now like in a total disadvantage in the negative zone. So that's why they have to return this price back to this original level when they started to oversupply that they not really intended to, but because the market is not thick right now, it is the Asian session. So the price is coming back to at least the spots where the market maker was starting their position in negative zone. So they need to close those positions. So that's why market sometimes coming back. And right now, I'm not going to tell you is that a market maker or it can be a several market makers, by the way, but that's one of the reasons. And the reason I just explained it to you is most obvious, and you can observe it more or less on the during the Asian session. Okay, and this is what it is now right now. The beginning of this is the Sydney session, I guess. The Sydney, Australia has just opened, and that's what we're looking at. And Tokyo is probably not yet open. Okay, so the prices go swing through this imbalance because there's only 22 sitting right here. So there is a more volume sitting over here, definitely. We'll see if the price exhausted. Sometimes price get exhausted. We'll see the exhaustion on the way down, and then we'll see rotation. And then, yeah, the price still, you see my limit order sitting here for a while before I start talking. And because that's where the price is going to. So, and this is a really nice channel, by the way. So you can draw the channel, and the purpose of the channel, there's only one purpose for the channel. The channel is for the one single reason. It's supposed to be broke. It needs to be broken. It will be broken. I mean, every channel, of course, will be broken one time, but um, that's a common sense, right? But going beyond the common sense, let's make it thicker. And I'm gonna save it as a template, and I'm gonna template save as a default. Okay. And this channel will be broken. And that this channel is guaranteed the speed of the price they're gonna move over this channel. So this channel don't have to be broken 100%, but quite often by the very conservative or let's say traditional way of building this channel, the market maker usually collect liquidity on both sides of this channel. So right now, this is a triangle. We are kind of like hitting into this area that probably were somewhere like okay, if you want me to be more precise and give you more precision in terms of talking, I think that this is kind of the area that I may guess the price will start to show signs of return. Yeah, right now, yeah, of course, you're seeing the signs of return. Let me make it outline. We're gonna keep it also green. Okay, lime, and this is both of them. Okay, here we go. And this color is supposed to be lime as well. Template, and I'm gonna save it as default template. Okay, here we go. Oops. Uh, we're gonna do like, okay, 10 for opacity, and gonna save it and save as default template. Here we go. Okay, so now the price is what it is, because this is the classic of where the prices usually find a support. So now if I want to go and I believe that now the resistance is breathed out, I can cancel my order that sits way above. And then at the same time, look, if the price is going on the trip to get higher than this, now we have enough energy to go through this two heat map level 2 levels, which totally about probably about 100, but we got enough energy. Let's see what the amount of volume that is, oops, right here is about what? Yeah, about 100. So the price made one touch. Now I see that the price is breaking the channel. Here we go. Fantastic. Now I think that we opening a road on the way up. But I want to be more conservative. That's why I'm going to expect price reaction from this level, 64, 66, and the bottom one is 66, and there's a 79. So this is even thicker resistance than over here. We already made one touch. And according to my rules for the sniper MBO strategy, I'm going to play according to my rules. I want to simply protect myself. Okay. Even that is not a large distance from my stop to being taken, but I rather put my limit order waiting over here. So right now, uh, um, it is a place where I can go. Maybe I can go it with a one contract. I can shoot up. I can go long. Let's say I'm gonna clean it. Okay, and I can buy bead, right? Order submitted. Here we go. I can buy a bead. We'll see if my bead will be taking, and the bead is giving me advantage. So there's the five contracts right now. But anyway, um, this is another thick order 40, but I think we're gonna go through. We're gonna slice through on the way up, because because our goal or our objective is a way higher. That's why I'm not really worried about this 38 volume 38 sitting over here. Together it's like 60. Okay, there's another 20, another 20, another 20, another 20, another 20. So according to average, that's about 15 to 25 even over here, but way above I see that there's a higher resistance, much thicker resistance. Okay, let's see what's going to happen with this order. At the moment, the price is going up and down, but I think that it will find a support, and we on our way up. I think we're on the way up. Okay, here we go. So let me move it closer to the right. We'll see what's going to happen. And if I want to close my order, probably this is too soon. If I'm going to close it right over here, I would be pretty happy with that. Although I'm not promising that the price is going to straight swing on the way up. Absolutely not. The price may get some reaction over here. I don't know if they will flip it or not, but I see that there's some people even adding at the left um, over there. So the MBO is a really great tool. It shows me what's going on in the current time. The heat map, this is the blue one is the heat map. It shows me historical presence of the level 2. This volume is 55 one time, then it starts to go less than 55, 40, 39, whatever. And right now there's a 39 with the 21 contracts. So there's a bunch of people sitting with a very small contracts because this is a 5, 10, and 13. So if taking out the 18 or let's say 20, so there's another 20 sitting with a very small single contracts. That gives validity to this particular level. But you see this, oh, okay, you see that they removed, it was a pulling out of this particular price level, that what I was afraid of. That's why I put my take much higher. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't see the problem that we're gonna go even much, much higher. So I can put my take even way above where I have it right now. So it makes sense for me if I can put it. It's just gonna take longer time for me. If I'm gonna put it right somewhere like actually it's a good spot for me. So if I want to be confident that uh, my trade will be closed in profit, let's see what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with this trade? Not to be greedy, because being greedy is the indeed it is to be efficient. It's not that because we hunger for money. We want to be more efficient, and that's what greediness means. Sometimes it's actually positive because we want to be efficient in what we're doing. And it's not just the money, 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 money. It's because we want to be efficient. But to be efficient, we need to control ourselves and evaluate situation correctly. So far, I'm already like talking 33 minutes and explaining you what I see, because the goal is not to take every possible trade. Sometimes it's a good idea to miss the trade and see if you're not really sure, like in a situation prior to this one, prior to breaking this trend line, it was a very uncertain situation, like over here, like over here, like over here, short candles. But you see, after then we found a long candles, short candles, and then we're seeing a long candles. Like which one? Like these long candles, both directions, long candles, both directions. It is sign of uncertainty that you need to wait. At least I'm telling myself, I have to wait until the situation settle to a series of the short candles, which is a sign of reversal or a pullback, and then see if after the series of the short candles, there will be a initiative taking by the one of the sides, buyers or sellers, on the aggressive side of that by market. We'll see what's going on, because this is initiative. You see, this is initiative. So we're seeing the two impulses. One is over here, one is over here, and it broke the structure right here. Structure was broken right over here, and that's a really good sign. So now we'll see if we found another support somewhere. Like we can actually, if we wanted to swing down, we can go and seek support in this area, because that was the last range, and we're seeing that there is imbalance zone. This is a stock imbalance zones. One is from left, and this one is the new one. They're kind of overlapping. So now this is the buyer imbalance zone, stacked imbalance. We'll see if we need to find a support in this area or not. We actually able to. And now let's take a look while we have the time. Let's notice some situation like this, which is pretty common. When the price comes to the very short candles, then after the shortest candle, it will release the energy. And where do you get the maximum of this range of volume is sitting right here at the very top, and not the top tip of this angle, triangle. Okay, right here. Most of the time, you don't even have to put the volume profile to see that. Okay, so the price is still wiggling right over here, but we're kind of like making a slow rotation because this is the Asian session. Um, it's not everything is moving like quickly as we wanted to. So while you have me talking and listening, my point is not just to say that I'm correct, okay? But my point is talking um what I'm doing. I'm expressing myself and I'm expressing the logic behind what you see on the chart. Now, let's say there is this is the NQ, right? NQ, and you take a look. The NQ is actually gives a better view. Like you want to see what's going on the candles. M and Q provide more during the Asian session, more volume and volume as well. I mean, value or food for the thoughts to make analysis. When you see this footprint, you can make a conclusion. What's the interaction happens at the end of this footprint? You see, there's a stacked traders who stacked. They kind of trapped, not stacked, and they're stacked as well, but they trapped into selling positions right over here. They trapped. Okay, that is really important for us to understand because sometimes price can come and unlock. Okay, and if you have a drawdown, if you're sitting over here and the price is going to unlock them, it's just the price is not going to go swing crazy low. The goal for the price to fulfill its objective by unlocking these traders right here, 24 traders sitting right there. And if the price is able to go this low, then it will bounce and go higher. But that's why we use the footprint, because the footprint is such a valuable tool. It shows, let us see exhaustions. Let us see the trapped buyers or sellers at the top of the candles. So that's how we seeing co-influence. We're seeing the other factors why the price is going lower. Like for example, right now, you see the price really struggle to come and unlock these guys. They are not yet unlocked. You see these guys right over here. This is the level 2 sitting over here, and this is the 24 in red bubble sitting there. So the price probably gonna try to attempt to unlock them. See, there's like other people like 48 sitting there, but see, boom. So now if the price is gonna go higher, what's gonna happen with them? They're gonna get a margin call. And that's why the price is gonna move much faster on the way up, much faster. That's gonna provide a fuel on the way up to get my profit taking. Okay. So because of the over here trapped sellers, let's see that situation on M&Q. That's gonna be a really cool. See what's gonna happen if the price able to actually come and unlock them. You see the tail again, the tail. You see that's exactly what happens here. The price came, unlocked these guys, that guy, the large bubble here. You see there's other sellers, like 84 sellers were sitting here. because bubbles right now, you see it's a delta, but there's 84 sellers sitting here, and the price came exactly into that price level, unlock them, and now you see the tail. So the price just pinched it. That was the goal, to unlock these guys. So trapped in the sales, now the price have a higher chance to go up. Should I add more positions? I probably should. So this is a good place to enter. So this is a good place to enter. We'll see. Where is, okay, chart trader? You see why the price is moving higher? Here we go. Here we go. The price get energy because we unlock people sitting here. We're now moving much faster on the way up. That's really great lesson right now. The point is for me not to demonstrate, for me to make money, but the point is that there's a logic why we're using a footprint. There's a logic why we're using level 2 data. There's a logic why we're using sheet map and the level 3 data book map. Okay. There's a logic behind that. There's a reasons. And by looking at the charts, you can make sense what's happening over here, not simply by a price action. Price action is just, it's really valuable skills. It's really add, but now we're going to go and absolutely go even higher than this. So, so the 45 sitting right here for a long time, that's probably where we're going to get some initial reaction. Hard to say. But just by looking at this channel, okay, just by looking at this channel, this price is somewhere like in the middle of that, and you see this wick that's going high, or the candle going too high. So we probably will get some reaction somewhere in this vicinity. So, but anyway, let's take a look. I'm ready for the profit take. Right now, I'm absolutely thrilled about that possibility. And I need to install another indicator, which gonna demonstrate, it's called trades. And I'm gonna say apply. Okay, boom. We'll see if there's enough time for me. Okay, I'm gonna add an MBO to see the current situation on that price level. And we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm absolutely excited. I mean, this is the first trade today for me. And if I'm going to make in my first trade $600, would that be a fantastic? Okay, now what's happening right now, right over here in this micro situation? We seeing the extension, then we're seeing kind of the rotation, small candles. If these small candles will be here, then we're gonna go higher. If there will be a release of the energy, then we're probably gonna go and find a support somewhere like in the middle of this, or like we're gonna cover this extension and we'll find a support somewhere in this area where I started my trade. We'll see. We'll see. But the price is breathing in and breathing out. We need to breathe in sometimes. So we need to shake out the sellers or the buyers, and that's why the price is always going on the like a wave or attempts, making one attempt like this attempt and then another attempt. But this is, you see, this range is thicker than over here. Now we have a higher chance to go up than over here, okay? Because this is like a strong look, guys. The details I'm giving it to you is not just because I love to talk. Obviously, I am, but this is the thin candle going straight in a long distance. This is the ES, right? Then we're seeing the smack down, and then another candle, almost like a rails, one rail and another rail going in opposite direction. This situation doesn't tell me that we have a lot of energy to go higher, but that situation is opposite to this one. You see the small candles over here. Fantastic. If we're not going to swing down, then definitely we're going to seek to break this structure. And that's going to be the point for my take profit. So that's why I'm positive that my take will be closed into a profit. So there is a 5 contracts sitting right now in this situation for me that I'm expecting at least like $600, a little bit more probably. So we'll see if that's gonna happen. So we spend right now 46 minutes on this trade, and could you tell me, please, in the comments if this is valuable for you? Not because I'm making obscene amount of money, but because I'm sharing with you. I'm sharing with you what I see on the chart, what kind of logic it makes, what kind of factors and cofactors right there. How do I make my conclusions based on what? And what indicators I use, especially this footprint. There's a more, you see, there's a more on the M&Q. You can see during the Asian session, much more volume density. So one of the things right now, what you're not seeing, me in panic, being in panic and closing my profit before the price even reach it. Why I'm not closing myself while I'm already like positive, right? $500 at least. Why I'm not in panic? Because I can understand this structure, and I am absolutely confident we're gonna go now higher. So you see this really thin. This is a doji, right? This is the on M&Q. This is the doji, absolute doji. So boom, here we go, here we go. But this doji is kind of landed on the closing the previous on the left side, closed the imbalance, the extension. So here we go. Now we're making another attempt to like 1, 2, 3 to close my profit. Me in profit to close my take. Here we go. One of the things is that when I see that there's a large number, like I see that like there's like a 10, 14, then there's a 32, 20, 21, and they're kind of like getting thicker and thicker, and 34 above. Okay, so I don't want to spend my time myself sitting and waiting over there. I'm going to put my take right before. That's where it is right now at the moment. And boom, there's like a couple seconds left to simply close it. But the price is going to go much higher, because where it's going to go is going to go to that liquidity zone above. Target filled. So here we go. The target is filled, and we'll see. Oh, because it's okay. Sorry, I need to change the indicator. So if I'm going to change the indicator settings for trades, where it is, okay, to reflect my current account that I'm using to trade, here we go. We'll see. It's going to refresh the screen, and then I'm going to add the MBO again, connect MBO, and see this is the trade. Okay. Now let's take a look at this trade. You see that, take a look of this trade. This trade is going over here. So by the way, to make it thicker, we can go to data, and on the data, so there is like trades, and there's a line of thickness somewhere like 2 pixels. No, I'm gonna make it what? I'm gonna make it 4 pixels. And I'm gonna go and make the, if I lose, this is gonna be another or okay, update. So that's where you change the thickness of the line for the indicator traits in the data series. Okay, in the data series and the colors. By the way, you see now that it's much thicker. And I kind of like I can make conclusion. So you see, I've entered into the trade. You see, I spend my time waiting when the price gonna like. You see, even you saw that the goal for the price is going into this vicinity, into this liquidity that's sitting on a level 2, which price action people don't see it. And even then, the price is gonna go probably like over here. That's where I put my limit, which I took limit order. I still can put it if the price is gonna go and approach this area, then I'm going to put my another trade right over here. Now, you see the prices completely cover this imbalance zone. This is the last order block, this one with green that I highlighted. And the price came exactly into the last order block, touch it, and then it's went higher. Now, with the coming over here, what we're seeing, like over here, some struggle right over here, we were seeing interesting situation. Let me put it over. I'm gonna put M and Q over. And the situation was right here, you see? Right over here. Let me make it even larger. Oh, to make it larger and able to move, I need to remove this, my brand new chart scroll indicator. I'm going to remove it. Okay. Oops. Chart scroll. I'm going to, what? Chart scroll, remove it. So, um, okay. And now I'm able to move this chart the way I wanted to. And I would like to make this spot to explain why do I use the footprint. You see, the footprint actually printing us a stacked imbalance. This is a stacked imbalance. It was a negative stacked imbalance. Let me make it even larger so you can say, oh, now I can see it, right? So this is a stacked imbalance, seller stacked imbalance. But you see that there's like a 84, 22, 21, 12. So there's about like 100 of sellers were selling over here. This 100 in volume at the very end of this candle. Okay. And by the way, left of this candle, looks like I do have it now. You see this red line? This red line is mm, delta block, delta block, this one. Okay, this is a delta zone. Okay, now I say that there's like some people were trying to sell, and they being trapped because the price went higher. It was clearly absorbed by the level 2 players, by the passive players on the other side. So these aggressive guys were stuck because and the bubbles are delta, but the actual numbers, I see it on a footprint, the volume, what they spend to sell. Now they stack, they're being trapped over here. And when this situation happens, then the price is trying to, what? Trying to reach the same spot and unlock them. Okay. That's why the price, and if you are somewhere in the middle of the trade and you're like over here, you're like, okay, the price is going to go higher. But you see this dodging, okay, and we're going lower. Why do we go lower? Because we want to unlock these guys, these sellers that are trapped, sitting trapped. Because somebody doesn't want to go on a margin call. You see this area, the largest number is 84 sitting at the very top. And that's exactly what the price came to. The price came to close that very top and couple more orders that were trapped sellers sitting there. Price came over here, unlocked them, and then that was really a great chance to enter into, look, the buying trade, okay, to go into the long. Now, remember this situation, because if you see this kind of situation, this is an excellent pattern that you can make a conclusion out of only when you trade with the footprint. This is an excellent demonstration of the footprint use, okay? And especially relevant when we are in some situation that we may already in positive trend over there, trade over there, but we're seeing that, should I be in panic? Should I be in panic that price may go even lower? Yeah, with the experience seeing this pattern that I just explained, you understand that there's no reason to panic. And what you observe today in the trading on this session, I wasn't panicking. So how do you get emotions in control? It's not because you psychology. Sometimes I want to say when people insist that it is psychology, they overkilling, because it's easy for anyone to blame psychology. Absolutely, guys, absolutely easy. But when you understand the charts, but when we can make a clear understanding, we kind of clear that we can read the charts correctly, then we don't have to be in panic. Even if you stop loss in danger, okay? We don't have to be in panic. We don't have to close or take our profit earlier. But if our take profit in the meaningful spot, then like over here, then it's going to make sense to wait it. Okay. You see now, you see that what's going on right now, that this trend channel, it's a liquidity on the way, all the way up. But then, okay, now we're passing this 47 limit order sitting there on ES in the Asian session. And where are we going? We're going to go and we're going to slice through this particular liquidity. We may get some reaction because there's some people already trying to sell right in front of this resistance, right? But then there's another level. Oh, it's actually growing now. So what is the amount of volume right there? 99, 80, blah, 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 86. So let me put my sell limit right there. So here we go. This is my sell limit. This is my sell limit. And I'm going to move it a little bit higher, right over here, one tick higher. We'll see if the price is going to reach it. Then yes. Now, the price went down, covered this imbalance zone, fair value, because this is the absence of the fair trades on both sides. It's only one-way trading. So, and we went down. There was some trapped seller sitting here on MNQ. We were seeing on NQ, not that clear as we can see on the ES via footprint. We're able to see that now. And then what's happening here? We've got initial reaction on this. What it was 40, and now it's only 20 or 19 on the MBO sitting right here. So 18 right now. So we're gonna go, and after the first touch, we're gonna make a second touch that's gonna go through. Okay. Now, I am guessing that this 25, will flip when the price is going to approach this price level. I'm guessing. I don't know. But you see, okay, now let's take a look. Let's take a look. What price level do you trust more? this one, oops, this one with the 55 or this one with the 64 volume. The 55, and there's a 22 contracts. The 55 volume and 64 volume, 64 count. There's a total contracts, 30 contracts. But you see over here, this is the large 25, one big large, and that's a smaller guy sitting right there. I have more trust in those guys on the level 64 volume, this one, the upper one, than on the lower one. Okay, so I can actually move my trade right over here. We can get some initial reaction because the 100 is kind of like good number for the Asian session, yeah. Like right now, there's a 55 and 64. That's a plenty. Like totally, it's like over 100. So the price may get reaction, and I'm gonna put my selling order waiting over here. That's a passive order, the same way like other people trade on the passive side of this, not on the market side of it. So we'll see if that level will hold, and that'd be a beauty to make a double tops over here if that may happens. But I know, because in my rules for the sniper MBO, I'm saying, be careful if that is a second touch or third touch, because second, third, or fourth touch is most likely not going to hold. The price is going to go through. So, but we have like a significant gap over here. You see this gap. So the price is getting more strength, and we'll see if the price is going to strike from the distance. That's going to be a totally fantastic for me. I mean, I'm expecting if the price is going to strike from the distance, as the rule number one, the price is going to react somewhere in this vicinity because this is a resistance. And now that's the beauty of us using the MBO, because we're seeing exactly what's going on right now, and we know what's going to happen, what already happens in the history of these, orders, the history of the orders on a heat map, and uh, the current situation, if they're gonna flip or not. We're seeing it on the dome. So this is beautiful. So okay, so the bubbles. Why do we need the bubbles? The bubbles, these particular bubbles, that's a delta. Delta is the difference between buyers and sellers, and this is the 41. Is the delta basically the 47 was sitting over here, so we have 41. Okay, so the second time we most likely to go through to penetrate this previously, because there's like right now there's only 10. You see, and we already digested 17. So now we're just gonna go through. I mean, that's not gonna. If you want to trade, that this level after it's pulled back, you can trade on the way up, and we're gonna like slice it like a knife through the butter easily, and we'll see how the price, because price is kind of that. There's some price maker. I call it as a price maker, while it's not necessarily there's a one person as a price maker sitting there. It may be a combination of the different market makers. That doesn't matter. I call it the price maker to make it simple, because not everything what the market maker does, the price moves because of the market makers. Not necessarily. There's other forces on the market. So anyway, we're seeing this extended candle on the left side, our screen. We're seeing I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 10, 15 bubbles sitting right there. We can take a look, and see what is the volume on the ES. Like 41 is pretty substantial. That's why we get reaction. So if the 41 produce some reaction, then let me take a look. What do I have right now? Oh, yeah. 5C 40 20. We will see. Is that no? It's not getting me a chance to edit it. I'm probably gonna close it with my mice. I'm gonna click on close this. It's gonna be tough. Okay, we'll see. We'll see the interaction right now. That is the what's most important interaction between level 1 and level 2. We'll see the price reaction. We'll see. I don't like these small candles, but the small candles feel far away. Now, this is a long candle. I like that. If we're gonna go and strike with the long candles, that's what I anticipate as the reason for reaction. We'll see what's gonna happen. If I want to be a conservative, I can put myself. Okay, so this guy's is 27 now, so they're kind of flaking out. So I can flake myself and put it like right here, let's say, to be on the conservative side, not on the aggressive. Even right now, there's a 56 and 63. It's over 100. What should I do? Should you tell me? What should you tell me? But the price is kind of like it's not striking from the distance. If the price is going to go slowly here, it's most likely it will go and eat those contracts on the passive side easier. You see, uh, I don't like the small candles. When it's approached with the small candles, I don't like that. We'll see. And let me cancel this order because I would like to edit and I see what do I have, stop loss quantity, stop loss, order quantity, and trigger 40 step loss, profit 8. It's too much. I'm gonna do it by 4. I'm gonna save okay. I'm gonna save it for as a save as a template, and I'm gonna save it as the 5C 4 by 40 by what? By 4. So there's this higher chance for me to take profit with 4x. So this is a less aggressive, more conservative way because we're still on the Asian session, and the volatility is not really high right now. So we'll see what's going to happen. And oh, geez. Oh, we even kind of like accumulating even more. So we definitely, it's better for me to put it over here, where I see more resistance may happen. Sell limit. Okay, I'm gonna do it right over here. Okay, so I'm gonna put my limit order higher. So I'm more conservative. Making what? In the first trade, I made about $875. That's actually not too bad for the one trade today. Okay. So when the price is kind of like for playing with this level, if you can say, with those orders that they're like a close, it's like very close, but you like, oh, I'm making my mind. I want to accumulate more energy. Now the price is probably gonna strike. There's a more chances to strike from the distance than before, and even break it. We'll see how the price is gonna do it because this is a strong candle. There's some buyers sitting right there. They probably presence over here. So we're gonna break through this previous top and gonna break structure. And in a way, we're gonna kind of like this is a kind of like enough distance for us to land somewhere to reverse it somewhere like in this vicinity, in this area. 55 and 64, still 100, but I'm not sure about this 25. Will they flip out or not? I don't trust them. I don't know why I don't trust them. It's just my feelings. Okay, we'll see what's going to happen. So should we spend another 10 minutes to see that situation. And again, so there's a 30 in Delta. Oh, you can say that there's some buyers sitting in trap over here. Can you say it? Yeah, you can. And now the price is going to go and unlock them. Yeah, the price not going to just unlock them. The price is going to go through. So I wasn't confident that these people will be here, but they're still there. There is about 100 of contracts. Let me move a little bit closer. So you see, there's a one touch. Now we get close. We kind of like probably prepared to. It depends. If we're gonna strike from the distance, then there will be a bounce. If we get close in the range and then we try to eat out this level 2 orders, then it's gonna be definitely we're not gonna bounce from here. Now it's kind of a quiet. The price is not really moves up and down. The candles are very, very short. The price is not really active, but it is quiet because it's getting ready for the action. It's getting ready for the action. So we are accumulating right now. We kind of like bouncing from over here, not bouncing. We are demonstrating with aggressive buyers, we're demonstrating the interest to go higher, although it wasn't really moving the price too much. So it was a slow, but we'll see. If there's some sellers over here will fade out because they are obviously on the on the second level data over here. They demonstrated themselves to sell to those aggressive buyers. We'll see what's the current situation. There's not too much fight going on right now over here on the level 2. MBO, there's not too much. There's more buyers I see over here than the sellers on the level 2. We find our support because this green line, what is this green line? This is the footprint function. It is the single imbalance, and the single imbalance usually holds pretty well. Here's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the price to go and break the structure. The previous structure was broken here, was not yet broken here. Well, that's what we're waiting for. These people sitting there for a while. They're sitting for a long time. Look over here. When I turned on my computer, was over here. So, and we observing them on a heat map sitting there for a long time. So, and this particular upper one, not the lower one, but the upper one, comprised out of the many small orders. Let's see the bubbles, how they forms, because the bubbles is the only way for us to see if the interaction between level 1 and level 2 happens. Here we go. Here we go. The prices become more active. The buyers show up. Their intent, no resistance too much though. That's really good. But we're on our way to break the previous top. That is our objective. It's kind of boring as this is the M and Q. It's not that boring though. Over here, you can see the footprint much clearer. Okay, you can see the footprint. Let's see the footprint. Here we go. Okay, what we're seeing over here, there's some sellers. 1, 2, 3, 4 bubbles. 3 bubbles, and one of them a green bubble. Forming now, the level 2 is selling to those people who want to buy. 38, now we're seeing, oh, that's interesting. The green bubble is growing. And we see that price went into this single imbalance. This green line is the single imbalance. And now price got a reaction. Usually it's pretty good resistance, the single imbalance. That is a part of our footprint. We'll see if the price is found support over here. At the bottom of this footprint, you can see that there's like a, okay, they unlocked, the price was able to unlock these 26 sellers, but those 17 and 13 are still gonna get out of this deal by the margin call, I guess. See, we're coming very close. We're coming too close. I don't like that. I really don't like that. We're coming too close to the resistance. But then kind of like behind that, there's also like 38, 39. Yeah. Okay. So that's about 60. That may prevent the price going too far. But there's a significant is 88 sitting right there in a one price line. And there's a 42. This is 120. It's probably more reliable level than this one. Is that right move on my side? Do I do it according to my rules? Yeah. Okay. Do I play chicken? We're going to see what kind of chicken I am in a few seconds. We're going to see how the prices see because it's just very small candles and the price approaching this level with very small candles. There's a chance that, yeah, boom, there's no bouncing, no strong reaction. Yeah, that's an absence of strong reaction because we moved into this resistance with a very like a shorty, longer, but shorty, very shorty, teeny one. And boom, we just like get in. So this level, as you can see on the MBO, no longer is a resistance. It was a resistance over there, 60 or more, 64. No longer. It is a resistance. So it's like a very average. Here we go. That's why there's no reaction so far. And this one have a higher chance because this is a large one, 60 sitting one order close to the execution, close to the queue. And I like that. I really like that. The total right now, there's a 84 and 60 sitting very close to the queue. Really like that. Okay. So I have more hope that it will be a reaction from this price level. And that's what the Sniper MBO is about. Here we go. Oh, the price moves with the energy. That's really lovely. Okay. Here we go. Did you guys notice that in a 1 second, in a one single second, you see where the price right now? Did I close my 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? So the price bounced 10 ticks, and I conservatively put 4 ticks to close. Let's add the indicator that's gonna show us. So here we go. As you can see, this candle, because this candle is 30 seconds candle, but my trade was inside of this 30 seconds candle, really fast approach to this level, really fast from the distance. And then I've closed what, 50, 50, 100, another 50. So it's good enough for my session. I think I've explained it myself good enough, even there's only 2 trades, but you have got my explanations. This is the real value of this video. Okay, what it is. I don't have my commissions right here because I just reinstalled my platform again. I changed my motherboard. So now you see the total net profit is over $1,000, and you see the total number of orders of trades, 6, if you count all the contracts, and the percent profitable is about 100%. So it's not too shabby to make $1,000 and spending about hour and a half for the $1,000. Have a good rest of the week and share with me your thoughts. Is it worthwhile to learn footprint strategies, how to use the footprint, how to use the level 1, level 2, and level 3, all of them at the same time on the same charts all together. So you don't have to make like a conclusions on a one platform and go to the another platform. You can make it all in a one platform with the indicators from bestorderflow.com. And if you enjoy it, please express it yourself, because sometimes people watching my YouTube videos and not really actually putting the likes or putting their reactions. But that's the only way that our channel will grow, our community gonna grow. And please make yourself a blast. Write whatever comments you wanted to. Thank you very much for your patience. And do you want me to explain the charts more and demonstrate you more trades? Let me know.